Hi, welcome to another video of the Target Individual Experience, the Target Individual Program. So I hope you guys watched the three previous videos that I did from yesterday when I went to the doctor. I was going to the doctor, while I was at the doctor, and when I left the doctor. Today, um, after being, they heavily target me using Pam. Um, so we're not, uh, we're not on speaking terms. Because again, using her to try to manipulate me and target me. And so I've just about had it. I mean, as with anybody, I've been going through this for years and years and years with someone who basically don't want to understand, uh, the issue and what is being done, but who is caught up in their own bubble and they can't look outside the bubble. And so she just kept doing things that was very disrespectful to me. And you and I talk to her about it all the time. I mean, you guys know the story. So anyway, I finally decided, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. So I took my stuff out of her house, and I hope you guys can hear the noise upstairs because they're preventing me from studying. All right, so the neighbor upstairs, up, from my bedroom, they're constantly jumping, constantly dropping stuff on the floor. And this only started happening as I was beginning to study. Okay, so again, this is what they do in the Coercive Persuasion program. They will continue to target you, right? Even after you've exposed them, even after they try to, they destroy your relationships, destroy your career, destroy your friendship, your relationship with people, stuff like that. They're still targeting you, right? So it doesn't matter what you do as a TI, whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, whether you have employment or you don't have employment, whether you're going out or you're not going out. You have to understand the psychopathic nature of the people who have created this type of program and the brainwashing that is being done, right, to those who participate in it with their knowledge or without their knowledge. Without their knowledge, talking about in terms of the use of directed energy weapons, silent sound spread spectrum, okay, microwave frequencies that affects a person's brain, sending information to a person without them even realizing that they're receiving information or they're receiving thoughts, right, through these type of technology. And they cannot discern because silent sound spectrum is a technology in which thoughts, words, phrases, sentences can be sent to an individual. You hear that? Sent to an individual, but that individual is hearing their own inner thoughts. It's not as if they're hearing somebody else's thoughts, like V2K, which is voice to skull. Okay, this is what is called synthetic telepathy, right? Meaning that a person is hearing his or her own inner thoughts, and that inner thought is telling them to do something, what I'm saying, or to not do something. Okay, so again, this is what's been happening. So I'm home again, so I've been home now, so now they're using family members, particularly I have a nephew. He has two kids. They're both teenagers, boy and a girl, and they're constantly using them to target me. For example, if I leave my room to go in the kitchen and get something to eat, his daughter would come and stand right next to my bedroom, right? Or his son will be in the kitchen. If I'm in the kitchen, he's doing hand signals, sticking his finger in his ears, pinching his nose, all kind of stuff. All right. So this is what is being done. Okay. And people have to understand this. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because people have been taught that when people talk about these things that they somehow have some type of mental illness or they're crazy, right? Because that is the narrative that this government has set forth to people, for people who try to expose these type of non-consensual human experimentation. Okay, these sort of mind control experimentation or mind control technologies and psychological tactics in order to control someone, in order to change a person. And it's never for the benefit of the person. It's always for the benefit of the government, right? So if they consider you a threat in whatever manner, okay, and they put you in this program, for whatever the reason, best be sure it is not for your benefit, right? It is their agenda, and they have a history of this. And this is what I keep saying to people, that if you research the history of the United States government, particularly when it comes to dealing with people of color, but specifically black people, right? And the amount of experimentation has been done amongst black people, and the amount of psychological manipulation has been going on within the black community, separating black people, black men and women from each other, okay? Our kids don't even have respect for all the black people anymore, okay? And because you're so indoctrinated with religion, you know, you want to see it as prophecy in the Bible and all this nonsense, okay? Because hundreds and hundreds of years ago, even, people were still saying that shit. There's prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. In every generation, prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. Okay? I mean, you got to think about it. Open your eyes. Open your mind. Understand what's being done. Okay? And so, I went to the doctor yesterday. Like I said, I got my blood test done and everything like that, and I had an STD test done, which I get done every single year. Okay, even though I was in a relationship with Pam for like 12 years, every single year I made sure that we took a STD test. I asked her also. So I do it every single year because we had a history before with other people, right? And even though it always comes back to negative, I still go get an STD test done, because who knows what these people will do to me. Because again, they want to create and villainize me, create negative narratives, okay? So they can, whatever it is that they want to do. But still, yesterday was kind of eerie for me, because when I left that doctor's office, okay, I had the feeling that, something just wasn't right. Like she wasn't being 100% honest with me. Okay, and I've had this feeling before I became a target. Right? But again, when you don't know, you're ignorant to it, so you just kind of like put out your mind and move on. And this is what happened to a lot of people in society. Not just today, but yesteryears. Okay? This is how we're conditioned. This is how they entrap us in many different situations and using many different scenarios in order to subjugate, in order to oppress, right? In order to hold us back and hold us down as a group of people, and as individual within those group of people who they feel is a threat. And the fact that they'll get your own people to do it. And this, again, this is nothing new. Malcolm X spoke about it. Dr. Khalid Muhammad spoke about it. The Minister Honorable Louis Farrakhan spoke about it. I'm still speaking about it. Okay? So this is nothing new. Alright, so I just wanted to give an update, because again, I'm trying to study, but, they won't let me. Right? This is what they're doing. Constantly. Okay, so I'll speak to you guys in the next video.